Okay, everyone. Today I'm taking you on my errands with me. I'm running to the post office to drop off a couple packages for my daughters. I have a daughter and a granddaughter in Massachusetts and another daughter in Alaska. Just showing you, it is 107 degrees out, 12:46 p.m. and it is Wednesday. Unfortunately, my camera will not let me flip whether I want to do front facing or back facing. I can't do that. I have to decide before I start filming. I don't know if that's normal on a video. And I don't have a place to put my camera. So, not sure what I'm going to do because I'm actually going to take you with me to McDonald's. So, we're going to try and do this. You want to see my engine light? That has been on for the better part of 12 years now. They've fixed it multiple times, but it still keeps coming on. So, we're just going to have you sit there. Maybe you'll stay. Just so you can see how far our ride is, which is not very far, but again, it's 107. Actually, today, of course, I'm just getting in the car from air conditioning. Today feels a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was very, we're going to go with that because it's blurry. Yesterday was very, very hot and just, there was no breeze. Like today, at least the trees are moving a little bit. You can see. So, anyway, I'm going to put the camera down so you're not going to see much. So another bad thing about not having air conditioning when you're driving in Arizona or anywhere is like the situation with my windows. When I'm on surface roads, it's fine having my windows open, but when I get on the highway, especially around here, I have certain highways I don't like. Is this Amazon truck stopping? Okay. I have certain highways where I don't like my windows open all the way. I'm always worried something's going to fly in, so that's usually most, if not all of them. But especially Superstition Freeway here, that's the 60. I don't like to leave my windows open a lot, so I'll put my windows halfway out when I'm driving on the highways. Luckily in the summer, again, I tend not to go to a lot of places. I don't have a full-time job. Back in 2023, I was fired from 3 separate jobs, and I haven't been able to get a job since. If you care, I'll make some small talk on my way. The first job I was fired from because I had a wisdom tooth that had to be pulled, and I forget what day it was, but the pharmacy was out of my medication. I had an infection in my mouth from the wisdom tooth being infected and my gum being infected, and I couldn't get the antibiotic and the painkiller, and I was supposed to work, so I called out. So they fired me. The second job was a new job I was starting. It was my second day of training, and my dog died, and I called out. So I got fired. My third job that I got fired from actually is something I'm licensed to do. I'm a licensed health insurance agent, and I was doing a work-at-home job. I hate working from home. I live in an apartment, so, small. I don't like to work at home. There's not a lot of room. But I was working at home, and I wasn't getting good sales. So they fired me for poor sales performance, and now I'm going to put up my window so you can hear me. So since then, I have applied for other jobs, but the longer you're out of work, obviously, the more difficult it is to get employment. I've also worked in hospitality management for many years. I tried to go back to that, but I don't even get called for interviews. So anyway, I don't have a full-time job. I do mystery shopping on the side. Sometimes I'll sell a few things on Facebook Marketplace or Poshmark. And my husband had a really good job, but he also got let go about 2 months ago. So now he's driving for Lyft. So yeah, money is really tight right now. So the hopes and dreams that I had of possibly buying a new car soon again are not going to happen. switch with my husband. He has air conditioning in his car, and he used it to go back and forth to work when he had a good job. I kind of feel like if he's making more money and he's working full time, he should have the car with the air conditioning, not me. So like on weekends or whenever he doesn't drive now, it used to be like weekends or his days off, but if he's not driving, like he'll take me places. Just so you know, it now says it's 111. See, 111. See that? He'll take me places as needed, but I have to open the windows again, so I might not talk right now. Oh, and if anybody's wondering, my air actually runs, but it blows hot air. The story behind it is we had it fixed years ago, like 10 years ago. And for a day, I had gone to work, and I called my husband. I'm like, it's like not working. And so we took it in again, and they were like, oh, we were wrong. It wasn't that, whatever was wrong with it, which was like I remember it was like a $200 or $300 fix. Well, they were wrong. It wasn't a $200 or $300 fix. It was something else major in my car that would cost. We were getting quotes of like $2,800 to $4,300, I believe. I don't even want to know what that quote would be now. So, if I remember correctly, it was basically like it was a compressor and a condenser and something else. It was like major components. It was like the whole entire air conditioning system. So I can turn on the air. Like that's my air conditioning running right now. There's no cold air. It just blows hot air. And another fun fact is I've driven this car to Florida since the air went out. And when I start reaching states that have humidity, it seems to blow cold air. So I don't know if it's like pulling in the moisture and then I don't know how it's working. But my daughters and I went to Florida. We drove there. We're driving through Louisiana, Mississippi, and we were getting cold air. Of course, that was like 6 or 7 years ago. But anyway, curious. I don't understand. It's kind of curious to me. Okay, so I'm arriving at my McDonald's that I've chosen to go to, which is weird because it's at the Fry's grocery store. It's in the fuel center. So if you're watching this in Arizona by now, you're probably figuring out where I live because I don't think there's a lot of these. So it's like half Fry's convenience store at the gas station, and then you walk through the convenience store into the McDonald's. It's weird, I know. Anyway, I am here. Also, if you're wondering what kind of car I have a 2011 Volkswagen Jetta. I would never suggest buying a Jetta. I have a lot of things wrong with my car that I'll save for another day. There's the McDonald's and there's the Fry's. And then back here is the gas station, if you can see it. So yeah, it's kind of strange. But anyway, thanks for coming along on this journey with me, and I will see you probably again tomorrow if I go out. The other thing is I don't always go out. I try not to go out every day. I've just been going out a lot this week. But this will be my last video for today. So everyone have a good day, and it is now 109. So my temperature fluctuates a lot. Have a good day.